the 67th Annual Seattle Seafair Parade of Ships. A collection of photos from the arrival of U.S. Navy and U.S. Coast Guard ships into Elliott Bay. USS Gridley prepares to depart Naval Station Everett, to be part of Seattle Seafair Parade of Ships. The USS Gridley navigates Puget Sound on its way to the port of Seattle. The 510-foot guided missile destroyer, USS Gridley, circles port of Seattle during the parade of ships. Crew of the USS Gridley man the rails during the parade of ships. This is a method of rendering honors aboard Navy vessels.
The arrival of the US Coast Guard Seattle.
The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Active, and the guided missile destroyer USS Gridley, circle port of Seattle during the parade of ships. Lieutenant Ricketts, Lieutenant Bergman, Commander Meyer, and Captain Raymond render honors as U.S. Coast Guard and U.S. Navy vessels pass by during the parade of ships.
Seattle Seafair Fleet Week is an annual celebration of the sea services. Sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen from visiting U.S. Navy and Coast Guard ships, including ships from Canada, make the city a port of call. USS Somerset departs Naval Station Everett to participate in the parade of ships. The San Antonio class transport dock, USS Somerset, arrives in Seattle for Seafair Fleet Week. Sailors aboard the amphibious transport dock ship, USS Somerset, man the rails as the ship circles the port of Seattle. Interior Communications, First Class, Lisa Alley, and Interior Communications, Cecil Spence, Second Class, prepare to escort tour group to the hangar deck of amphibious transport. Sailors and Marines aboard the amphibious transport dock ship USS Somerset man the rails as the ship arrives in Seattle for Seafair Fleet Week. Seaman Lemur, aboard a small U.S. Coast Guard response boat while providing security for Navy ships during the Seafair. A Coast Guard boat crew approached the Navy vessel USS Gridley.
Crew of the USS Gridley mans the rails as a tug assists with mooring the vessel after the Seafair Parade. Seaman Franks conducts a communication demonstration with Evan Slabba and his father Eric aboard the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer, USS Gridley.
Seattle Seafair Fleet Week is a 67-year Seattle tradition.
The slideshow features images by U.S. Navy Mass Communication Specialist, 3rd Class Joseph Montemurano, and 2nd Class Alex Van Eleven, and Petty Officer 1st Class Larry S. Carlson, and Petty Officer 1st Class Vladimir Ramos.